History is a complex tapestry woven with threads of truth, speculation, and interpretation. When we bring these stories to the screen, we often find ourselves facing a delicate balancing act between historical accuracy and cinematic storytelling. From the epic tales of ancient civilizations to the harrowing events of the 20th century, such as World War II, films have served as powerful tools to introduce audiences to pivotal moments in history. But these cinematic interpretations are not always a mere reflection of what happened. Sometimes the need for drama, character development, and a compelling narrative can mislead the historical fact and also diminish the actual story of what happened. Schindler's List, Steven Spielberg's 24th film. This film is a powerful, visceral, and emotional iconic portrayal of the Holocaust. Its intense and emotionally wrenching themes throughout the film has had a profound impact on audiences worldwide. However, while the film is a valuable resource for understanding the horrors of the Holocaust, it's important to remember that it is a cinematic interpretation, not a historical mere documentary. The film focuses on the story of Oskar Schindler, a German businessman who saved the lives of over 1,100 Jews during the Holocaust. The Holocaust, of course, being a systematic genocide perpetrated by Nazi Germany against European Jews. It initially began in the early 1930s with discriminatory policies and violence against Jewish communities. By 1941, the systematic extermination of Jews was underway, with concentration and extermination camps established across Nazi-occupied territory. Jews were forced into ghettos and eventually deported to these camps where they were subjected to forced labor, starvation, and ultimately mass murder. While the film portrayal of Schindler's heroism is largely accurate, it also takes certain creative liberties for dramatic effect. These liberties, while enhancing the film's narrative, can sometimes obscure the complexities of the historical context and diminish the overall story. One of the most significant deviations from historical fact in the film is the portrayal of Oskar Schindler himself. While the movie depicts him as a morally upright man who undergoes a profound transformation, David M. Crowe's book, Oskar Schindler, The Untold Account of His Life, Wartime Activities, and the True Story Behind the List, offers a more nuanced portrait of who Oskar Schindler was. Crowe's research in the book, based on interviews with Holocaust survivors saved by Schindler himself and access to previously unavailable documents, reveals a more complex figure. Schindler was not a saint. He was a flawed man with a history of infidelity, excessive drinking, and even espionage for the German military. The film also takes liberties with the events surrounding the creation of Schindler's List itself. The movie suggests that Oskar Schindler personally wrote the list of Jews he would save, but Crowe's research reveals that the list was primarily compiled by Marcel Goldberg, a Jewish clerk assigned to the Plaszow concentration camp in Poland. Schindler's role was more indirect, using his connections with German officials to secure the necessary permits and transportation. Goldberg, working under the watchful eye of the sadistic commandant Arnold Buscher, played a crucial role in identifying Jews who could be included on the list. While Buscher, an SS officer, was ultimately indifferent to the specific individuals selected on the list, Goldberg exercised a degree of discretion, potentially influenced by personal connections or bribes. It's important to note that there wasn't a single definitive Schindler's List, but rather a series of lists compiled over time, reflecting the changing circumstances and the efforts of individuals like Goldberg. Another significant historical inaccuracy in the film is the portrayal of Itzhak Stern. While the film depicts Stern as a single pivotal figure, in reality, Stern was a composite of several individuals, including Mietek Pemper. Pemper, who worked as an assistant to Amon Goth, who was also a sadistic SS commander of the Plaszow concentration camp, also played a crucial role in providing Schindler with valuable information. He used his position to gather intelligence on the changing situation and advise Schindler on how to protect his Jewish workers. As the German war efforts neared collapse, Pemper convinced Schindler to expand his factory into armament production. By positioning his factory as essential to war effort, Schindler was able to secure the necessary permits and protection for his workers. While Oskar Schindler's heroism is undeniable, it's essential to recognize the contribution of others, like Marcel Goldberg and Mietek Pemper, who played vital roles in saving countless lives. However, it's equally important to acknowledge the limitations of cinematic storytelling and the importance of historical accuracy. While Schindler's List is a powerful and moving film, it's essential to approach it with a critical eye. While the film's portrayal of the Holocaust horrors is largely accurate, the creative liberties taken in depicting Oskar Schindler and the events surrounding the creation of the list can obscure the complexities of historical context. By understanding the historical context and limitations of cinematic storytelling, we can appreciate the film's impact while also recognizing the importance of further research and exploration.